Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Roadrunners Town Hall. Adrian Denny joined now. We're delighted to have the president and the CEO of the Arizona Coyotes, Xavier Gutierrez. Javier, welcome back to Tucson. Thanks for joining us. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Adrian. Thank you so much for having me and excited for this conversation. So appreciate you doing it.
Yeah, it means a lot to our season ticket members. So excited to have you as a member of our pack, and now beginning the Hell Yeah campaign. It's a special time. It's an exciting time for the Arizona Coyotes here up in Edmonton right now, getting ready to start the playoffs, and we're just very appreciative of your time. So thanks again for joining us today.
Sure. No, thank you for having me. And you're right, exciting time for the whole organization. The Roadrunners are a key component of who we are, and excited that we can all share in the excitement of the return to hockey, which I think is hopefully going to provide some comfort in light of all the challenges that we've all been facing.
Yeah, and excited to make a big run and for the Morello family. And you've known Mr. Morello for a long time, and I think we've just passed the 1 year anniversary of them purchasing the organization that of course includes the Roadrunners. And here we are competing for a Stanley Cup in the first season. It has to be very exciting for you and the family.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I actually texted Alex wishing him a happy anniversary and told him that, he's got an incredible track record already. First year in the league, first year in sports ownership, and he's in the postseason. And thanked him again for the opportunity to join him and his family. I know what this means to them, having had a relationship with him for over a decade now. I'm really dating myself. But it's phenomenal, and I'm excited to be here, and I know they're incredibly excited to have the Roadrunners be part of this journey.
Before we get to the hockey, we've seen the Coyotes and the Roadrunners be involved in some exciting stuff in the community over the last couple weeks. The water drive up in Glendale, both organizations have done blood drives. We're going to be out handing out Roadrunners street hockey gear on Friday at the zoo. The Coyotes just did that a couple of weeks ago. But just talk about the importance to the family and you and both of our organizations of being out in the community, connecting, and just being another aspect of us growing our game and our fan base.
Yep, absolutely, Adrian. Well, listen, this is a key component of what we want to be as an organization. We want to be part of our communities. We want to be at the forefront of civic leadership and of community involvement and of philanthropic efforts. And truth be told, it was a key reason why I decided to join Alex on this journey of him and his family in sports ownership. Sports is just so important to communities. We are community assets. And we embrace that opportunity and responsibility to really lead, to really provide part of the solutions to the challenges that folks in our communities face. And as you mentioned, we've done quite a bit already in the short amount of time that I've been here, and looking forward to doing a lot more collaboratively, both here in Phoenix and down in Tucson. So looking forward to that as well.
Yeah, you look at, we mentioned the 1 year anniversary for the Morello family. You've been with the Coyotes, I think, for just over a month. What's been your favorite part of jumping right on into a playoff run and joining the organization?
Well, just the excitement that I've felt and the warm embrace that I've gotten from Coyote fans, from folks in this now, my new community here. As you know very well, Adrian, I moved with my wife, Jerica, my son, Javi, from Southern California. So we're excited to be a part of not only this organization, but of this community, and looking forward as well to spending more time down in Tucson. I've been down there now and gotten a chance to meet with Bob Hoffman and his staff, and we did a town hall as well with them. And looking forward to spending more time down there, and my wife and my son as well are looking forward to meeting folks down there.
What's been your favorite part of working with the Roadrunners so far in our organization? We have the brand new office here on Paseo Redondo. We're excited to give you the big tour of that. But for the Roadrunners fans, what's been your favorite part of the Tucson involvement so far?
Just the excitement and the passion that the fans down there have. I mean, we're the only professional team down in Tucson, and we love that. We embrace that, and we want to be more present, more involved and really be not more than just a hockey team. Like I said here with the Coyotes as well, we want to win both on the ice and off the ice. And so what I've enjoyed the most is the passion and the interest and the warm welcome that I've gotten from all the Roadrunners fan base.
You talk about winning on the ice. Roadrunners have been very successful under the direction.
Yeah,
Steve Sullivan is our general
yeah.
manager. Best record in the Pacific Division over the last 3 seasons with Steve as our general manager, 2 Pacific Division championships. And now Steve steps in as the interim general manager of the Coyotes. What's impressed you the most about Steve, one of our heroes here in Tucson for the last couple of years?
Absolutely. I've heard all the wonderful things. I think you guys are going to put a statue in front of the TCC over there for Steve Sullivan. So yes, no, I mean, listen, he knows hockey, right? He was a player. He loves it. As he told me, he eats, breathes, and sleeps hockey. And so just his knowledge, his background, his career, and his track record as well. And it really meant a lot to us that he was willing to accept this opportunity and this challenge, given the boys being up in Edmonton and really trying to go after a cup. And so we're excited about him at the helm.
Well, let's take some fan questions. Our season ticket members for the last week or so have been submitting some questions for you. So let's start with one from William in Tucson, and he's just asking about the long break, the 4-month pause here. What feedback have you received from Steve Sullivan, Rick Talk at the hockey club, and just about the team adjusting to the circumstances and all of a sudden ready to play a playoff game coming up here on Sunday?
Well, they're both really excited. I mean, the players came back tip-top shape. Everyone was healthy, which wasn't necessarily the case during the season. We're really excited. We have elite goaltending. And as you know, in a tournament like this, elite goaltending can take you to the cup. And we're excited about that. We're also excited about the young players, some of whom the Roadrunners fans know quite well, and about them having the opportunity to really have a breakout, mixed in, obviously, with some of the key veterans that we have, our captain, OEO, and others, really being a part of chasing what we hope will be a Stanley Cup back to Arizona.
What we're looking for. That's the goal. Along the same lines, a question from Richard in Tucson. And, one thing that's impressive, and people might not realize it, but a lot of the things we're doing on the business side, our head coach, Jay Verity, is employing it with the Roadrunners, Rick Taka with the Coyotes on the ice. Steve Sullivan is the general manager, but a lot of the best practices we use on the business side translates to the hockey side on the ice. What for you building a winning culture? What's the biggest part to that? Because a lot of these things are interchangeable. Marketing, selling hockey tickets to going on the ice and winning games.
Absolutely. Well, I think the first thing that I've tried to instill is this is one team, one organization. And I really mean that not just within the Coyotes, but also as part of the Roadrunners really being integral to the entire organization. And so for me, when we talk about best practices, it starts first and foremost with this concept that we're one organization, one team. And so sharing best practices, sharing thoughts around marketing, sharing thoughts around social media, digital marketing, outreaching to our community, our philanthropic efforts, and what we can do, what works up here, and how we tweak it so that it really relates and resonates with the community down in Tucson. And so for us, it really means being very synergistic in how we think and how we approach opportunities in light of the challenges that we're all facing right now.
For business, for hockey, a question coming in, another one from Richard, just asking what's the biggest part of having the Roadrunners just down the road that leads to success for the Coyotes and leads to success for Tucson, both on and off the ice?
Sure. So on the ice, it's pretty obvious that having the proximity really helps when it comes to having players go back and forth, having our training staff, having our coaches, and our scouting department really have the ability to touch and feel. Obviously, we've been a little bit challenged with that right now in terms of the pandemic, but to have the proximity of the players to the big club has been fantastic. Obviously, with Steve Sullivan now being part of the Coyotes as the interim GM, it just shows you the interactivity and the synergy that's there. Off the ice, I've had wonderful conversations with Bob and his staff about things that we do up here, how they can relate to what they're doing down there. I am looking forward to seeing the new offices, and I should be down there very soon. But it's a continuous dialogue of how we can continue to improve as an organization, as a team, as a business enterprise.
Keith from Tucson checking in with a question says we love to support the Coyotes when we can, obviously with schedules and weekday games and stuff, not always easy to get up from Tucson, but how can they stay involved, and what do the Coyotes plan to do to keep Roadrunners fans involved and keep the synergy going, so our
Sure.
fans there in Glendale or not can keep cheering on our pack?
Absolutely. I think one of the things that I've talked to Bob and the team up here about has been how do we use technology to keep folks connected more? In terms of our fans, how can we do more content that relates to both the Coyotes and the Roadrunners? How we can have more of a down on the farm sort of report, as they would do, call it in minor league baseball, and really have more content collaboration. So things that we can do on social media, things that we can do on our websites, things that we can do with our fans, and interaction with our fans that not only are fans of the Roadrunners, but are fans of the Coyotes being down in Tucson. So I think that's one. Secondarily, I think you touched upon it earlier, Adrian, which is what can we do philanthropically and through our foundations and through our civic engagement. Things that we do up here with the zoo, what can we do down in Tucson? What can we do on the education front? And then, an issue that's very near and dear to me, which is the whole issue of economic empowerment, working with small business and entrepreneurs and folks that want to be business owners, especially right now in light of the challenges that we're facing. What can we do both up here and down there that'll keep the fans feeling really part of one organization? And again, I can't stress that enough. That is our goal. That's our mindset. And that's going to be our approach.
Here's a question from Barbara in Tucson, just wondering, what do we know about the 2021 season in terms of the fan experience and our season ticket members attending a hockey game? What knowledge, what insight do you have early on right there, Javier?
Sure. Well, first and foremost, safety is top of mind. So we're not only going to follow the NHL's protocols, but we're going to exceed them and go above them. And we want folks to feel safe when they come back into the stands. And that is the intent. The intent is to start a season in which you do have fans in the stands, engaged some way, somehow, in person. Now, whether that is at a sort of social distance appropriate, or whether or not we are further along with some sort of medical solution to this pandemic, we'll really, we will know a lot more. But the goal is to have fans in the stands, to have them be there in person, but to do so when it is safe, and to do so in a manner in which it is safe. So don't have any further details. Obviously, we're waiting to finish off this season, bring back a cup to the Valley, and then we'll deal with 21 when at the appropriate time. But we look forward to it. We miss our fans, and we know the fans miss the team very much as well.
Final question, Javier, coming to us from Brad in Tucson, and as you've discovered, this is quite the hockey market down here. We've got a huge community, junior Roadrunners to the high school team that's successful, to the University of Arizona, to the Roadrunners, to the adult league. But we've got one rink. It's the TCC, and we could sure use another sheet or two of ice. And what do you think is the likelihood of getting a second or third sheet of ice, and how can we help?
Well, it's absolutely a priority for me. When I went down there and I toured the TCC and drove around Tucson, and truth be told, it was my first time in Tucson when I went down there to meet with Bob and his staff for the first time. But yeah, listen, we're focused on that. We're focused on that for Tucson and for the Phoenix market as well. For us, to me personally, rather, it's been so wonderful to see the excitement and the passion of our fans, especially at the youth level. As you know very well, Adrian, this is a hotbed for youth hockey, which I would have never thought, I'll be very honest, I never thought in taking this role that I would say those words, but it absolutely is. And so we don't have to worry about a demand issue. We have to worry about a supply issue. And so we are very focused on that down in Tucson. We're looking at empty spaces in shopping centers, empty rinks, empty, opportunity for ground up construction. It is absolutely top of mind. I can't obviously make any promises because some of those things are out of our control, but we've shared that with the elected officials, the public officials, that is something that we want to be involved in, engaged in, and we want to meet the demand, and we want to do that down in Tucson and here in Phoenix. So it is definitely top of mind.
Wrapping it up, I said last question, but now I have a last question.
Sure.
It's a developing story during the course of us getting ready and conducting the interview, but some exciting campaigns that we've rolled out. Hell yeah for the playoffs and howling at home. Just tell the fans what we're looking at there and how we can get involved.
Well, we're really excited about the Hell Yeah campaign, and we wanted a rallying cry, right? Obviously, this has been a challenging time for us all, and yet we wanted to really support our team and support our quest for the cup, rather. And we thought that just sounded great, and I hope that we're able to get some Howl towels down here to Tucson, so that fans, as they're watching at home, can cheer on the Yotes up in Edmonton. But we're really excited about it and got incredible reception. And in terms of howling at home, we wanted to give people that look, that feel, not so much the taste and smell, but definitely the look and feel at home. And so we've created this second screen experience for folks to follow along, to watch the games, and to really be engaged. That's also very, very important to us in all of the campaigns that we're going to be doing going forward, is really provide an opportunity to have our fans feel engaged and a part of what we're doing.
Xavier Gutierrez, President and CEO of the Arizona Coyotes. Thank you so much for joining us for this town hall. We got some great questions from our season ticket members. It was great having you in Tucson a couple of weeks ago. Look forward to showing you more of our great old Pueblo down here, rooting for the Coyotes in the playoffs, and we'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Adrian, thank you so much. Thank you for what you do. And to all the fans down there in Tucson, go Yotes.